Hello everybody! Welcome back to some more Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, we made it all the way over here to Cinnabar Island. So, right now, we can just head over here and go into the gym. But no, the door's locked. So we gotta find a key to enter the Cinnabar Island Pokemon Gym to battle Gym Leader Blaine, the hot-headed Quizmaster. He is a Fire-type user. So, since Fire-type user, we're obviously going to want to have some Water-type Pokemon on our team. And as you can see, we do. We have got Gyarados. Venusaur's not going to be really that helpful, same with Arcanine. But Gyarados is really the only Pokemon here we have that'll be really good against the gym. Except that we've got another Pokemon that's really good, but it's currently in our box. And that Pokemon is our good old friend Primeape. And the reason that Primeape will be so good is because Primeape currently knows the move Rock Slide. As such, our Primeape will be really good because Rock is super effective against Fire. So we're going to be putting Primeape onto the team, taking off Pidgeot. Sorry, Pidgeot, we might come back for you later, but we'll leave you here for now. And we are going to move around our items as well. Because Primeape is so far behind in levels, we're going to take Raichu's Experience Share and give it to Primeape. What the Experience Share does is that it'll give the Pokemon experience points even if they don't participate in battle. Here we go. Give it to Primeape, so this will help him catch up in levels a little bit. And we'll also put Gyarados into the front, since he's our second lowest level, and there'll presumably be fire types around here. So now, we can leave, and we can also head to the Pokemart, just to stock up on some items, because you can never have too many items. We can talk to some of the people here too. Don't they have X attack? I like it because it raises the attack stat in battle. It never hurts to have extra items. You never know what might happen. That is true. Anyways, now that we're here, let's buy ourselves some Ultra Balls, because those are the only Pokeballs that they sell here, so we can't buy Pokeballs or Great Balls. Actually, no, we can buy a Great Ball if we want. And you know, we might as well buy some Great Balls too. We've got plenty of money. And let's also buy some healing items, like Hyper Potions. Oops, not one. I wanted to buy 5. Here we go, 5 Hyper Potions. And let's also buy some Escape. Actually, I have 5 Escape Ropes, so I don't need more. Max Repels, though, I need more of these. These things are very helpful when you're traversing through caves. And Full Heals, I've got 2 of them, so we'll buy 3 more, just in case. There we go, we got plenty of good items now. So now we can leave the Pokemart, and we can kind of explore around Cinnabar Island. We can talk to this old man here. Scientists conduct experiments in the burnt-out buildings. You know, the one they call the Pokemon Mansion. Yeah, Pokemon Mansion is right over here. Here it is. Cinnabar Island, the fiery town of burning desire. This, I'm pretty sure, is the Pokemon Mansion. But as you can see, Cinnabar Town's very small. There's only, like, 5 buildings here. So, we'll talk to this lady over here. Cinnabar's Gym's Blaine is quite the odd fellow. He lived on the island since way before the lab was built. I wonder where he lived, because there's no houses here. Anyways, except for the old Pokemon Mansion over here, which maybe this is where he lived. So here we are. We're heading to the Pokemon Mansion. And this place we can find some cool wild Pokemon, but we can also find the key to the gym here. So, well, by cool wild Pokemon, I did not mean Rattata. Rattata is not very cool. So I'm just gonna run away. Because we don't need Rattata, because we already have Rattata and Raticate. So we really don't need Rattata at all. But this area, it's a maze. It's kind of like the Mount Moon or Silphco. It's kind of like those places. But here's a new Pokemon, Coughing. So we'll definitely try and catch Coughing, that's for sure. So to weaken it, let's start with Strength. I don't think this will kill, hopefully. Okay, put him in the yellow. That's a good range for trying to catch Pokemon. And then I think we'll just throw a Great Ball at it. Yeah. I don't have any Pokeballs to throw, because I'm too, late in the game to get Pokeballs. If I want to get Pokeballs, I have to go back to the early game. And I don't want to do that, because there's not really a point. There we go. We used the Great Ball, and we caught Coughing. Here we go. Coughing's data has been added to the Pokedex. So we have number 109, Coughing, the poison gas Pokemon. It's 2 feet tall, and it's 2.2 pounds. Its thin, balloon-like body is inflated by horribly toxic gases. It reeks when it's nearby. That's very cool. Coughing will be put into box 2. Put into the Pokebox. We'll probably never see him again. And there's some stairs that we could access because that'll take us to some of the other floors. But I don't really know if I want to take the stairs. I don't really know where we want to go in this place. So this place is basically just a maze. There are no teleporters, unlike Silphco, which is very good. But there's an item here. We got an escape rope, another one of them. So these doors are here, but we can't get past them. Oh, and there's already a lot of Pokemon getting in my way. Here's another coughing, but I already have coughing. So I don't think I need to catch another coughing. I'm just gonna run away from the coughing. Alright, another wild Pokemon encounter. Is Rattata and Coughing the only Pokemon that spawn here? I'm not sure. I would think more Pokemon would spawn here, but I can't confirm nor deny. Alright, so down here we got some tables. And... ooh! I mean, here's Raticate. Oh, we actually haven't caught Raticate. I thought we did. Oh, well, here we go. New Pokemon to try to catch. Alright, so we'll start by using Strength. This surely will not kill the Raticate. I don't think it's that weak. Let's see, though. Ooh, that was kind of close. Anyways, let's throw the Great Ball at this Raticate, and that should hopefully catch it. There we go. Gotcha. Raticate was caught. Here we go. Raticate's data has been added to the Pokedex. We've got number 20, Raticate, the mouse Pokemon. I'm surprised it's not the rat Pokemon. It's 2 foot 4 inches tall, and it's 40.8 pounds. Its rear feet have 3 toes each. They are webbed, enabling it to swim across rivers. Interesting. I did not know Raticate could swim, because generally rats can't swim. Well, I guess we learned something new today. But we can't go any further here, because these gates are blocked. So I think we found all the kind of important Pokemon. Rattata, Raticate, Coughing. Maybe we could find Weezing if we're lucky. But those seem to be the kind of core 3 Pokemon. As such, these Pokemon are really annoying. Showing up every 5 seconds. So I'm just gonna use one of my Max Repels. Alright, so we gotta go over here, where there's a switch we can push. There we go, secret switch. Oh, so secret switch. So we press it. Who wouldn't? And that should invert the doors. So the closed doors will become open doors, and the open doors will become closed doors. Whoa! You startled me! I thought you were a ghost! Well, I am not a ghost. Nor do I have any ghost-type Pokemon in my team. But Youngster Johnson's in here. What is a youngster like you doing in here? I have no clue. Maybe he's also looking for the key so he can battle Gym Leader Blaine. Either way, let's just try to take down this Ekans. So we have Intimidate, which intimidates the Ekans, but they also have Intimidate, which intimidates me. Let's go for Surf because it's a special attack, so I won't be affected by the Intimidate. Oh, that was so close to a one-shot. But not quite. Very unfortunate. Now Gyarados is paralyzed. Very annoying. So let's just go for Strength. Don't flinch. Oh, I'm paralyzed, so I can't do anything. Alright. Twister. Come on. No flinch. Okay, good. No flinch. No paralyze. This allows us to take down the Ekans. And allows the next Pokemon to come in. Yeah, it's another Ekans. So we're getting intimidated again. And let's just go for another Surf. They go for Acid. It did not lower my special defense. I'm pretty sure Acid has a chance to lower my special defense, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Once again, the Ekans doesn't die. Too bad, so they go for Acid again. And I'm paralyzed, I can't do anything. Too bad. So now they're doing Screech to lower my defense. Harshly. And I'm paralyzed, I still can't do anything. Gyarados, please. They go for Acid again. That is a physical attack, so it does more damage. Gyarados, please stop being paralyzed. Alright. Defense is lowered again. Gyarados! That's like 3 turns in a row, man. Come on. Please stop being paralyzed. Thank you. What are the odds of being paralyzed that many times in a row? Alright, that's Ekans taken out. And do they have another Ekans? No, it's Eradicate. Okay. I'll just go for Surf. They go for Pursue, which I did not switch out, so it doesn't do very much damage. Perfectly fine. But Surf comes in. It didn't do too much damage. Ooh, Hyper Fang's strong, so that's a bit scary. Ooh, that actually took down Gyarados. Alright, well, we will bring in Primeape now, because Primeape has a super effective type matchup against this Raticate. Let's go for the Karate Chop. And there we go, that's Raticate taken down. Easy peasy. So that's a lot of experience for Primeape. He'll be getting closer up, but we've defeated Youngster Johnson. Shh, can't get any more wins. 1,088 Pokédollars for winning. I was exploring here by myself, but I feel spooked. I have to go soon. I wonder what he's looking for. So now if we head down here, you can see that this door is open, so we can head into here, which has a protein. I'll gladly take that. Boost the attack of your Pokemon. So now we can head down here, and this gate is still closed, unfortunately. So we gotta find a different switch. And it seems that my repel is worn off. Well, that was fast. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna actually battle this Raticate so that my Primeape can get a bit of experience points. Because he's still quite far behind. He's like 4 levels behind the second lowest member of the team. This Raticate's holding a held item? Got an Oranberry. Heals 10 health. Alright, so we go for Karate Chop. That should take out the Raticate. There we go. Very good. That is Raticate taken down. Alright, so... not this way. So I guess we gotta head down here to find some different switch. Let's just head up the stairs for now. Ah, here's a different switch. Alright, let's press it. That'll change something somewhere. I can battle you now. I can't get out! This odd place is one big puzzle. Alright, Mr. Scientist. Let's see how strong you are. We're going up against... oh no, that's not a scientist, that's a burglar! Burglar Arnie, and he's got a Charmander. I thought he was a scientist. He looked exactly the same as a scientist, but he wasn't a scientist. He was a thief. Anyways, let's go for Rock Slide. This is going to be some strong, super effective damage. That one-shots the Charmander. Good job, Primeape. Who comes in next? Charmeleon, the evolution of Charmander. Let's just go for Rock Slide again. Ooh, nearly took down the Charmeleon. They go for Smoke Screen. That'll lower my accuracy. It's a little bit annoying, but it shouldn't be nothing we can't handle. Let's go for Rage. There we go. This will kill the Charmeleon. Save some of our PP for our stronger moves. And there we go. 1,000 experience for Primeape. So it's level 35 for Primeape. And he's trying to learn Cross Chop. Ooh. Is this move better than Karate Chop? It's 100 damage, 80 accuracy, and has a high critical hit ratio. While Karate Chop is 50 damage, 100 accuracy, also has a high critical hit ratio. The Cross Chop's a lot riskier and has less PP. So I think I'm going to get rid of Rage, because Rage isn't really a useful move. While Cross Chop could be very useful. And I rarely use Rage, so I'll just get rid of it. So now I'll have a more kind of risky option to go for if I want to do a ton of damage with Primeape. And there we go, we defeated Burglar Arnie. Oh no, my bag of loot! We got $2,992 for winning. That's a lot of money. It's probably the money that he stole. The switches here open and close alternating sets of doors. Yeah, I did know that. Unfortunately, it's hard to... oh, the repels affect warmth. And how did I counter Eradicate before? I don't know. But there is a Zinc over here, which I'll gladly take. We can't get over there. Just gotta try to figure out our way around here. There's another closed door. Well, here's an open door. We can go up here. Ooh, Growlithe. I didn't know you could actually find Growlithe in this area. That's cool. So if you missed finding Growlithe in the little area between Celadon City and Vermilion City, you could find Growlithe here. Or not Vermilion City, Lavender Town. If you missed the area between Lavender Town and Celadon City, you can find a Growlithe in Pokemon Tower, which is... or not Pokemon Tower. Pokemon Mansion. I'm mixing up all the places. What's a diary? Diary, July 5th. Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. Ooh. That's exciting. Anyways, let's continue going around. There's another Growlithe. Hi, Growlithe. I'm just gonna run away from you just to save myself a bit of time. Ooh, there's an item over here. Coughing, I've already encountered you. Please just let me go ahead and grab that item. Calcium. It's a pretty good item. And I'm getting encountered by more Pokemon. There's another coughing. It's another very annoying coughing. So I'm just gonna run away from it. Another Pokemon encounter. It's Eradicate. But I think I'm actually gonna kill the Eradicate. Let's try going for Cross Chop, see if it lands. See? It does land, so this should definitely be a one-shot. Yeah, there we go. It's a very powerful move, but it's also pretty risky. There we go, some more experience points for Primeape. I also need to heal up Primeape, because he's not doing so well. He doesn't have very much health. Do I have any, like, regular potions, or do I only have hyper potions? I guess I'll go ahead and use a Super Repel. I think I only have hyper potions, so you know what? Maybe I won't, heal up Primeape, and I'll just switch someone else in instead. Let's put Venusaur in. Alright, so I think I gotta go and press this switch over here again. I think pressing the secret switch over here should swap the doors. Yeah. Oh, there's nothing over here. Well, that wasn't very exciting. What's the point of having nothing over there? Anyways, let's head up here, see what's up here. Is this another burglar, or is it a scientist? We got a max potion. Diary, February 6th. Mew gave birth. We named the newborn Mewtwo. Alright, let's talk to you. This place is, like, huge! So, are you a burglar? Yes, he is a burglar. We're going up against Burglar Simon. He's got a Ninetales. Not a very good matchup to have Venusaur in. But we're gonna leave Venusaur in anyways. I have faith in Venusaur. We start by setting up ourselves a Leech Seed, so that we can help chip away some of the Ninetales' health. There we go. Now we use Sleep Powder so the Ninetales can't do anything. Uh-oh, I'm getting confused. That's very annoying to deal with. Venusaur is confused. Please don't hit yourself in confusion, Venusaur. Thank you, Venusaur. Oh, but he missed. It doesn't matter. So, more Leech Seed chip damage. I'll try to put the Ninetales to sleep again. They're going for Safeguard, so I actually can't put them to sleep. That's too bad. And I hurt myself in confusion. But that's fine, because I'll just heal it all up from Leech Seed and leftovers. Alright, now let's go for Cut. I feel like I don't need to go for the Sleep Powder at this point. I think I can just attack it. Alright, Venusaur, come on. Good job, Venusaur. There we go, that's quite a bit of damage. And I will continue to heal up. Even though they have the type advantage, they just can't do anything, because I'm so bulky now. I've got so much healing every turn. It's great. I'm almost up to full health. They go for Quick Attack again, that'll do some damage. I'm no longer confused, so my Cut should land 100%. Actually, it's a 95% chance, but it worked. Here we go, Leech Seed. It was a very slow victory, but I took out the Ninetales. Alright, and I'll heal up with leftovers, too. Alright. And that's some more experience to both Venusaur and Primeape, and we defeated Burglar Simon. Ah! We got $3,344 for winning. I wonder where my partner went. Probably stealing stuff from some other area. Anyways, what am I supposed to do here? This place is just a maze. Did I already read this diary? I don't know. I don't think we did. Diary, July 10th. We christened the newly discovered Pokemon, Mew. Alright, so there's a lot of... Oh, there goes the Repel. But there's a lot of lore here on the Mew and Mewtwo situation. I'm not too interested in that, though, I must be honest. I'm mostly just interested in trying to find the key to Cinnabar Island. Or the Cinnabar Island Gym. So I think there's nothing really here to do on that floor. I'm not sure, though. Alright, so I'm getting attacked by another coughing. Not very pleasant. What can I... Where am I supposed to go? Gotta try and figure this out. Maybe if I hit that switch that's on the second floor, that'll make it so that the door here on the first floor will be open? Maybe I could try that. I'm also gonna use myself another Repel. Just so I don't have to deal with wild Pokemon encounters, because they can be very annoying. Very, very annoying indeed. Not this way. Alright, so we head down. No, it was right over here. So we push this. Maybe if I go downstairs now, this will let me through. It does. Oh, but I'm stuck here now. Well, I guess I gotta find some other different switch then. And my repel is no longer active. Is there anything else in this kind of main entrance, or is this just kind of an open area? Because this place can be kind of annoying. These kind of maze cave areas are very annoying. So, you know, let's go back up to the second and third floor. There must have been something we missed, right? Let's see, what could we have missed here? I'm really not sure. There's a growl, so it seems that there's different Pokemon on the different floors, which I guess is cool. But I'm not mainly too concerned about the Pokemon. I'm concerned about finding the way out of here. Oh, wait, I'm not sure if I've gone up there yet. Another Raticate. Please leave me alone. Let's see if I've gone up there. No, I've not been up here. Alright, so I can push that switch. That opens up this door, where I can find... Surely you're a scientist, right? My mentor once lived here. Cool. Yeah, you are a scientist. Okay, we're going up against Scientist Brayden. He's got a Magnemite to start. I'm sure we can handle a Magnemite. Let's go for our standard Leech Seed Chip Stall strategy with Venusaur. They're using Lock On, which I'm pretty sure guarantees that the next attack will land. It's not generally a very good move unless you're going for like a Lock On Fissure strategy. But we'll just start to chip him down. So this Magnemite is now on a timer, so we'll go for Cut just to get a little bit more chip damage, and actually quite a lot more chip damage than I was expecting. Dude, they're using Lock On again, which is a bit silly, because they already used it last turn. So there's no point in using it for another turn. So let's just continue to chip him down. Alright, I think one more cut should take out the Magnemite. There we go. That's the Magnemite taken down. And level 40 for Venusaur. Very exciting. And some experience for Primeape, too. So now they've got a Magneton. So I think I'm going to switch Primeape in. Because even though Primeape is weak, like very low health, Primeape does have a super effective matchup against Magneton. They go for Sonic Boom, which is quite a lot of damage. But with our Karate Chop, we should be able to do a ton of damage to the Magneton. There we go, almost took it out. If I gotten Cross Chop, it would have killed him for sure. But also might have missed. This Karate Chop will kill the Magneton. There we go. Magneton is gone. But Primeape is also very low on health. Who is the last Pokemon? Voltorb. Okay. I think I gotta heal up Primeape, because otherwise he'll die. He still could die, even from getting hit from, like, an explosion or something. But I think he'll survive. So I use my Hyper Potion. Restores him to full health. They go for a Rollout. So that shouldn't do too much damage. Yeah, just 1 damage. Rollout will progressively get stronger and stronger. That's when this turn does 1 damage, the next turn might do 2 damage, then 4 damage, and they'll just keep using it over and over again. So we go for Karate Chop. That's some good damage. Rollout again. They're forced to use it again. It did 3 damage this turn. But they should die to this Karate Chop, so there we go. Primeape took out the Voltorb. Easy peasy. And Primeape now reaches level 36. Thanks to the experience share, he's really catching up in levels. And we defeated Scientist Brayden. Whew, overwhelming. We got $1,584 for winning. Interesting how the scientists don't give as much money as the burglars. So, you're stuck? Try jumping off over there. Really? Well, I want to check out the rest of this area first before I just decide to jump off a cliff. Because that could be pretty dangerous, and I'm worried I might die. I don't think you can die in the Pokemon world. But just to play it safe, let's see what's up here first. Because there might be something cool. Like an item that I might miss out on. And I don't want to miss out on anything. So I use my Rax Repel so I don't get annoyed by more Pokemon. It's just the way down. Okay, you know what? I'll jump then. Where does this take me? Takes me over here. Well, that's not very useful, but now that way is blocked off. Okay. That might have actually changed something on the first floor then. Maybe if I come over here now, and I go down here. No, okay. So jumping off that cliff was a bad idea. I should not have done that. Well, now I can't go up. I can't go up now. I can go this way, though. But I can't get back over there, I don't think. Maybe I can if I press this switch. Will that reopen my path? It did reopen my path, okay. I can go up here. I can press this switch again. That takes me... Actually, no, I want to see what's in the other room. So let me repress the switch. Now I can see what's over here, which is an item. An iron. I'll take that. It boosts our defense. So now I can run back over here. This place is just a big labyrinth. And then, now I'm back over here. I ignored the scientist guy, and I check out what's down here. There's an item. An HP up. That's it. Okay. So it seems I do have to jump down. I just shouldn't have chosen this path. I should have jumped off the bigger path. Now I'm here. This is a new area. Let's battle you. You're another scientist. Who are you? There shouldn't be anyone here. Well, surprise! I'm here. Let's see. I wonder what they're planning down here. Scientist Ted. They've got an electrode. There doesn't really seem to be much down here. This is just a deserted Pokemon area. It's just a deserted mansion. Why are there so many people here? I don't know, but I'll go for Sleep Powder. They go for Sonic Boom, which is 20 damage. But to Venusaur, that has not very much damage. It would take 6 of those attacks to kill Venusaur. So now the electrode is fallen asleep. And now we heal up thanks to our leftovers. And I think we can just kill him by using Cut. I don't think we need to go all the way with the Leech Seed strategy. So I think we're strong enough. Yeah, it's just 2 cuts and he dies, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 3 if we get unlucky with like a low roll or something. Or we miss. The electrode is still fast asleep. Go for another cut that lands. Ah, low roll, so it didn't kill, unfortunately. Okay, now we go for another cut. Alright, there we go. That is Electrode defeated. Do they have another Pokemon? I don't remember. They do have another Pokemon. It's a Weezing. Alright, I'll just go for more cuts. Ooh, Weezing is pretty bulky. So I think I should use Leech Seed. That'll help chip down the Weezing. Alright, there we go. They're gonna go for Sludge again, which does quite a bit of damage. But our combination with Leech Seed and Leftovers should help us heal up. Alright, now let's go for Cut. And we'll just keep doing this till the Weezing dies. So another Sludge. But our healings will come in. And the Weezing should die this turn, for sure. Or next turn. After our next cut, they should die. Because if they don't die to the cut, they'll die to the Leech Seed damage. Here we go. We go for cut. And there we go. Kills the Weezing. And it's a critical hit. I don't think that was necessary, but I'll take it. Alright, and there we go. So we've defeated Scientist Ted. Ouch! We got $1,392 for winning. A key? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, that's all we're really looking for. Was this a key? No, it's a Carbos. Not the key. What's down? Oh, no, I don't have a repel anymore. Well, I want to see what's down here. It's all wood floor here now. Alright, that's interesting. Ditto! I love Ditto. Ditto's so cool. Unfortunately, I already have Ditto, so I don't need to catch Ditto. But what else is around here? There's another scientist. Uh-oh, where am I now? I don't know. That's kind of what I'm wondering. Oh, it's a burglar, it's not a scientist. Burglar Lewis would like to battle. Starting off with a Growlithe. Sure, Venusaur can handle this. Even though it's not a good matchup. Let's go for cut. Okay, not bad damage. Next out comes takedown. That did quite a bit of damage, but nothing that Venusaur can't handle. Alright, let's just go for cut again. Alright. And one more cut should take down the Growlithe. Alright, there we go. Good job, Venusaur. I think they still have one more Pokemon, though, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they do. Let's see. Oh, it's Ponyta. Pretty cool Pokemon. I don't think I've seen Ponyta yet on this playthrough, which is interesting. But I'll just keep using cuts, I suppose. And they seem to keep using takedown. But honestly, I'm okay with that. As long as they don't use Fire-type moves, that's perfectly okay. Because Fire-type moves like Flame Wheel or something would do way more damage to me. Let's use cut again. Now they're going for Stomp instead of takedown. Fortunately, did not paralyze, because Stomp does have a chance to paralyze, which can be very annoying when it does that. Let's go for cut again. Alright, and there we go. That is Ponyta taken down. So that is Burglar Lewis defeated. Oh! We got 3,000 Pokédollars for winning. You can find stuff laying around. The residents must have left them. Diary, September 1st. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. Uh-oh. Anyways, another wild Pokemon. It's another coughing. So, I'm just gonna put on more repels, because we really don't need more wild Pokemon. I've only got 2 left, so it's a good thing that I bought a ton of these things. So here we go, let's push the secret switch. This allows us to run over here. It doesn't really do much, I don't think. Ooh, there's an item. A full restore. I'll gladly take that. But there doesn't appear to be anything else around here. But I can go up here. I don't know if I could do this before. This place is ideal for a lab. Look at all this space. Alright. Cool information, I guess, Scientist Ivan. But what are you doing down here? Like, I understand that this is the place where Mewtwo is created and all, but I know that that's the lore of this area. But, like, why did you choose this place? I don't know. That could be a question anybody could ask. Like, why did you choose to live here? Why did you choose to do this? Why did I choose Venusaur or Bulbasaur as my starter Pokemon? You could ask a lot of questions about things. And I'm really curious why they chose to make Mewtwo here in this, like, abandoned building. Because, like, if they wanted to, like, contain him, because he's, like, a really all-powerful being and all that, Mewtwo, the legendary Pokemon, why did they choose to keep him in a laboratory made in, like, an abandoned house? An abandoned house is not going to be very strong. It's going to be very weak, if anything, because it's so old. I don't know. So it just seems like a bit of a weird decision by the scientists. Maybe they didn't think that very far ahead. But 2 critical hits back-to-back on the Magnemite with the cut. That's kind of insane. But anyways, battle their next Pokemon, which is Electrode. So I'm actually a little bit low on health with Venusaur, so I think I'm going to use Giga Drain to help myself get some of my health back. Here we go, let's use Giga Drain. They're going to use Sonic Boom, which will do some more damage. Alright, here comes the Giga Drain. I'm hoping this does a lot, and I heal a lot. Let's see. Ooh, that was good. Yeah, that was good. I'm going to use another Giga Drain, just so that that'll hopefully kill this Electrode here. If not, that'll be kind of sad. They use Spark. That shouldn't do too much damage. Yep, that's fine. There you go for Giga Drain. Oh, I just barely survived. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's go for another cut. We're going for a rollout. Interesting. It doesn't matter, because Electrode is dead now. And we defeated the scientist. What was that for? I don't know. Why not? I like it here. It's conducive to my studies. Cool. So I guess we got the answer to why they did here. Why they made Mewtwo here. I don't know what that switch does, but I'll find out later, I suppose. You can go up here to get TM14 for Blizzard. That's a pretty good move. I don't have any ice types on my team, so I don't know if I have any Pokemon that can learn that. But here's the secret key. I'm pretty sure that allows us to enter Cinnabar Island, the gym. And we got TM22 for Solar Beam. Interesting, there's a lot of strong TMs here. Anyways, let's leave this place now. Oh, wait. Turns out pushing that secret switch was not a good idea. I have to be directly in front of her? That's kind of annoying. Alright, anyways, we press the secret switch. That'll let us leave. Oh, wild Pokemon. There's another Ditto. Let's just run away from Ditto. Alright, and let's... No, another Pokemon. Another Growlithe. Let's just run away from this Growlithe. I'm pretty sure we're basically at the end of the Pokemon Mansion, so I don't need to use any more repels, because that'd be a waste. So I'll just power through the rest of these annoying encounters. Well, I guess I gotta run through here again to just open this switch. So that'll let me open a different... Well, that'll let me go through another path. So, yeah. That's about it, I think. Oh, there's so many wild Pokemon. It's so annoying. And they're all Growliths. Like, I don't need this many Growliths. Please, I already have one. I have an Arcanine on my team. I don't need more Growliths. Please, just leave me be. Oh my goodness, if this is another Growlithe. Is Growlithe the only thing that spawns here? Why are there so many Growliths, man? Growlithe's a cool Pokemon, but I don't need this many Growliths in my life. Oh, there we go. Alright. Now we should be able to get out of here. If this is another Growlithe... Oh my gosh, it's another Growlithe. Why are there so many Growliths here? Please, leave me be. Free me from this Growlithe curse. Alright, now we can go over here. And we can leave. We're free. It kind of makes me wonder, how do we, like... How does that exit work? Because we come out of the same door, right? It never made sense to me how that exit works. Because, like, you leave Cinnabar, or I keep calling it Cinnabar Island. You leave the Pokemon Mansion, but you come out of the same door. But when you go in the door, it leads to the entrance. So how does that work? It's like magic. It's weird. Anyways, we got the secret key. So now we can go ahead and enter the gym. But we're not going to be entering the gym today, because we're going to be saving that for the next episode. Because this episode has been plenty long enough. So here we go. We've arrived at the Pokemon Center. We have made our way through the Pokemon Mansion. A little bit annoying, but not too bad. Not nearly as bad as, like, Silphco. But there we go. We've made it through. So this is where we're going to be wrapping it up for today's episode of Pokemon Fire Red. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.